Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. His Excellency Mr. Chandra Sukotjo, the Ambassador of Indonesia to Pakistan, Mr. Attaullah Tarar, of course, CEO and President of the founding member of the CEO Club. I'm grateful to you, and this is my second event. And let me, at the very outset, present my compliments for creating this platform of the CEO Club and for taking it forward, and for this wonderful gathering tonight. And I hope and pray that this platform grows further. And I know a lot of hard work has gone into this event and the events that you're planning in the future. So my kudos to you, my compliments to you, Honorable Ambassadors, Excellencies, entrepreneurs, businessmen from all over Pakistan, Honorable CEOs, Mr. Yasir Ilyas Khan Sahab, who's also the coordinator to the Prime Minister on tourism. Thank you very much. What a beautiful premises you have here. It's a matter of great honor and privilege addressing this beautiful gathering tonight. And in Pakistan, we warmly welcome our guests. So Excellency, first of all, I would like to welcome you to Pakistan. And Mr. Attaullah Tarar is really good with names because there's hardly anyone left who he hasn't called out yet. So we warmly welcome you, and we look forward to strengthening our ties further with Indonesia. One of our senior cabinet ministers was in Jakarta just a few weeks back, had a great visit. We had the great honor and privilege of meeting His Excellency the President on the sidelines of D8 in Cairo just a few months back. And I think with regard to this particular region, our bond is being further strengthened, especially with regard to South Asia, and Indonesia being the headquarters of ASEAN, being at the heart of ASEAN. We believe that our collaboration between Pakistan and Indonesia can go a long way in promoting trade, investment, and making the lives of the people of this region more prosperous and to a better future than we have found already. So a warm welcome from my side, Excellency. In Pakistan, we've had a great transformation. And as they say, turning the tide, I think the tables have been turned. It's beyond turning the tide, because when we took over this government a year and a half back, our economy was struggling at that point in time. We've been able to stabilize the economy. All the macroeconomic indicators, alhamdulillah, very positive. Our inflation has come down from 38% to less than 4%. Our foreign exchange reserves have risen. The interest rate is down from 22% to 11%. Exporters were facing great difficulty just 2 years back when the exchange rate was fluctuating at such a rate that we had difficulty in opening LCs. But now we're finally at a place where macroeconomic stability has been achieved. A process of reforms is going on, especially with regard to the Federal Board of Revenue. We have now technology-led innovations in every sector, be it agriculture, be it the tech sector, be it fintech. Everywhere, the government is totally focused on a tech-led economy. And the way things have transformed in a short span of time, that just goes to show the resilience of the Pakistani people, the Pakistani government, and the Pakistani business community. Our stock exchange has broken records. Now it's hard to keep track. Every other day, you see the stock exchange breaking previous records. What does that reflect? It reflects the confidence of investors. It reflects the confidence of entrepreneurs in the economy of Pakistan, and it tells the world that Pakistan has a good story to tell and Pakistan is the place to be. So I believe that the future holds great prospects. We are making a lot of collaborations internationally, locally. The Pakistani market is opening up, and I believe that due to this macroeconomic stability, under the leadership of His Excellency Prime Minister of Pakistan, who believes in reform. You can have a look at his past career as the Chief Minister of Punjab, that province transformed into a totally developed and a transformative change that was brought about. It stood out, and that legacy is still being carried on. So as Prime Minister, And I would also like to appreciate the dynamic leadership of Field Marshal Sayyid Asim Munir, whose institution has played a great role in Pakistan's economic recovery. And with regard to the recent conflict, I believe Pakistan presented its case diplomatically the world over, that we are a people of peace. Pakistan has suffered a lot due to terrorism. We've lost almost 90,000 lives in this war against terrorism post 9/11. No other country has this to its credit. The sacrifices have been given by the brave soldiers and officers of our armed forces, of our law enforcement agencies, the civilians. We are a country whose children have given sacrifices in this war against terrorism. So I think when the Pahalgam incident happened, the first diplomatic move where the Prime Minister offered an impartial and fair inquiry into the Pahalgam incident to prove that we have clean hands, because a country which is fighting against terrorism cannot be a perpetrator of terrorism. And I believe that Pakistan's past and Pakistan's current struggle, we will overcome this menace very soon. We are totally dedicated towards this cause, and I believe that very soon we shall see a Pakistan which is free from this menace. And when I say this, I've been on the international media presenting Pakistan's narrative, Pakistan's case. And I always say this: when one Pakistani lays down his or her life in the war against terrorism, it is to make Pakistan a safer place, but it is also to make the world a safer place. Because Pakistan is like a shield, like a wall between these terrorists and the rest of the world. So I believe that the sacrifices that we are giving, it is for the greater good and for world peace. So in the recent conflict, we were blessed with a glorious victory. We bow down our heads before Allah Almighty and express our gratitude that not only with regard to economic recovery, but we were able to prove our mettle when it came to the battlefield, because we are very peaceful people. But when faced with a situation where aggression is imposed upon us, it was our right, well within the UN Charter, to respond as we did. A few challenges. Another challenge that we are faced with, and which must be kept in mind, borne in mind at all times, is that Pakistan contributes less than 1% of carbon emissions globally. And when it comes to suffering the devastating effects of climate change, we are the worst affected countries, amongst the first 4 worst affected countries in the world. And it's really unfortunate that we are faced with urban flooding through these cloud bursts in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, in some parts of Punjab. We've seen unprecedented rain in Karachi. Our hearts go out to the victims of these floods. But global climate financing is an issue which I think needs to be taken up at every forum, that when we don't contribute to the carbon emissions, to pollution globally, then the global climate financing model needs to be fair and just, where you are given financing with regard to these damages that you've suffered in a fair and just manner. So I think climate justice is something that the government is also focused on, because it's very, very important for our future generations. And with regard to the future prospects, as we've made considerable progress in our economy in the past year and a half, we have a roadmap for the future, which is very promising, especially for entrepreneurs, for businessmen, because we need to create an ecosystem, an environment which is business friendly. And that is our focus. That is what the Prime Minister says at every event, in every meeting, that we need innovations, but we need consultation, because innovation will bring about change when we listen to forums like the CEO Club, and when we have entrepreneurs giving their input. And that is what has been directed by the Prime Minister to the Chairman of the Federal Board of Revenue as well, that whenever policy is made, all stakeholders must be taken on board, because every successful policy will be implemented successfully if we have input, we have consultation, we have negotiations, we sit down, we talk to each other, exchange ideas. That is the only way that we can have a successful implementation of these policies. So with regard to economic collaboration, as I said, we've achieved macroeconomic stability. We're looking towards a brighter future where the Pakistani market is open for investment, where the Pakistani market is easily accessible, where we have a one window operation for investors. And the Prime Minister often says that my investor is my master. And it's as simple as that. With regard to recent reforms in the Federal Board of Revenue, we've had a system of faceless appraisement. We are bringing a single port delivery system where a consignment once moved from any part of the world, you will be able to file your GD online before that consignment actually reaches the port. So we're bringing about a lot of reform, and it will take a lot of time if I go into the details and dive down deep into the details of these initiatives. But at the end, on a concluding note, we not only look forward to collaboration with our friendly countries in investment, in trade, for a prosperous future for this region, but I would like to very categorically state that Pakistan is open for business, and Pakistan is looking forward to B2B collaborations, G2B collaborations, and Pakistan will inshallah rise. As our logo states, Uran Pakistan is our slogan. It means taking a flight. So Pakistan is ready for flight and Pakistan is ready for business. Pakistan Zindabad. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
So our logo is Believe in Pakistan.